Samvat 2079 is somewhat good. I'm sorry. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. This is Pradeep and you're watching Vlog of Note. In this video, we're going to be talking about Samvat 2079 and 3 of my best stock investment ideas for your consideration. Let's get started. So first of all, usual disclaimer here, I'm not a SEBI registered investment advisor or a certified financial planner. I'm just a person who has made a reasonable amount of money by investing in the stock market. My portfolio also is kind of red right now, but I plan to continue investing till I get out on the other side. If you want to make any investments, you should do your own market research. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about what is Samvat 2079. So in India, we have 3 calendars that people pay attention to. The first one is the Gregorian calendar, that's from January to December, where right now in 2022. Then you have the financial year that starts in April and ends in March. So right now we're in financial year 2023 that starts in April of 2022 and ends in March of 2023. And then you have Samvat. Samvat usually coincides with Diwali or Deepavali. That's the festival of lights, arguably the most important festival in India. And that in 2022 is on October 24th. Samvat is usually about 57 years ahead of the Gregorian calendar, and therefore we're currently going to be entering into Samvat 2079. Now what happens on Samvat? Well, businesses close their books of accounts and start fresh books of accounts. Also, investors have 1 hour of auspicious trading on an otherwise investment holiday. So during that 1 hour, if you make any investments, it's supposed to be auspicious or lucky. That's happening on the 24th of October 2022. Also during Samvat, a lot of brokerages give predictions about what's going to happen. Nifty and Sensex are indices in India. Most brokerages are predicting that Nifty is going to be at about 19,530 by next Samvat. In this video, I thought we'd talk about 3 of my best stock ideas for you for Samvat. These are only for your consideration. If you want to invest in them, please do your own market research. But before we get into the video, I would really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up because I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by next Samvat. Let's jump into the video. My first stock idea for you is Polycab Industries. A lot of people in India would be familiar with Polycab Industries, the company, and Polycab, the stock. They are a cable and wire manufacturer. Also, according to most estimates, they control about 20 to 24% of the Indian organized wire and cable manufacturing market. That is a moat. If you look at their most recent results, we have Q2 of FY23. That, I'll remind you, is the quarter ending September of 2022. And if you look at their profit, that has gone up by 36%. This is despite challenging input costs. Now, their target price, according to most brokerages, is supposed to be about rupees 2,860. But I'll remind you that a target price is basically a self-fulfilling prophecy. As soon as people make it, the stock starts to move towards that target price. So if you buy this stock, chances are it is already above the target price. However, Polycab Industries is a company which has a significant moat, and I would highly recommend you consider the stock. The second company on this list is NOCIL, that's NOCIL. They are basically a rubber chemical manufacturing company in India. I know that's super interesting, but basically they control 40% of the Indian domestic rubber manufacturing process, and that is quite a significant moat. If you take a look at their most recent quarter for which we have results, that's Q1 of FY23. That's the quarter ended in the month of June, and their net profit went up by 40%. Again, because of their sizable moat despite the challenging conditions. According to most brokerages, their target price is about rupees 300. Again, you should take this with a pinch of salt. If you invest in the company, invest in it for the fundamentals and their substantial business moat. The third company that I have for you as part of Samvat 2079 is basically Apollo Tires. Now, this is a tire manufacturing company. In fact, they control 25% of the commercial tire market in India. And if you know anything about the commercial vehicle segment, you know it's cyclical or cyclical, and right now it's on the way up. So the tires obviously will also do quite well. If you take a look at their most recent quarter for which we have data, that's Q1 of FY23, and that's the one that ended in the month of June 2022, confusing I know, that quarter had a net profit increase of 49% if you compare year over year. Again, this is an example of a company that has a moat and is not afraid to use it. If you look at the target price, most brokerages have a target price of about rupees 330. However, if you invest in this stock, I think you can expect an upside of at least 18 to 20%. Among these three companies, the company that I'm going to be adding to my personal portfolio is NOCIL. Yeah, I'm a boring company kind of investor. I like investing in companies which other people might consider boring but have a substantial moat and a lot of profit. These are the true recession-proof businesses. If you have a favorite among these three stocks, I would love to hear it in the comment section down below. Or if you have any other stock as part of Samvat 2079 that you're considering, please drop that in the comment section down below as well. As always, please go over to YouTube, subscribe to the Blog of Note channel, ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video, and I will see you guys in the next episode.